Hey golf people, every year manufacturers are releasing new drivers, and every year I test the latest and greatest to see if I can improve on my existing setup. This year is no different. Just like you, I would love to add a few more yards, and I would love to be a little bit more consistent, especially getting a little bit more forgiveness on those off-center hits. Now, the first driver I'm gonna be testing here in 2023 is the one that you all asked for, the PING G430 Max. Now, PING drivers are known for their forgiveness. The G425 was probably the most forgiving driver of the year when it came out. It's been a couple years now that PING has released a driver, and now this G430 they claim to be even more forgiving. So will this driver be the straightest driver that I've ever hit? We're gonna find out and put it to the test today. PING also claims that their new forged face that has variable thickness is also going to provide faster ball speeds. Meaning, not only will you get that forgiveness, you're also going to get more distance. Again, we're gonna test that here against my existing driver. Now, if you saw my review of the G425, you know that I liked a lot of things about that club, but one thing that really stood out to me that I disliked was the sound. It just had a hollow, plasticky sound to it at impact, and PING claims that they have fixed and improved the sound with their new drivers. So, will this new G430 live up to those claims? We're about to find out. Let's get to work. All right, guys, so if we talk about setup of this driver, this year I have actually made a change. I used to go with a 9 or a 9.5 degree head, but lately I've been turning that up a degree, and so this year, for the first time, I'll be testing 10.5 degree heads. As I've gotten older, as my swing speed has started to decline a little bit from my younger years, I just need a little bit more lift. Now, I did test out a number of shafts with the G430 already when I was in store, and the best fit that we found was this PING Tour 2.0. This is a 65 gram stiff shaft. Now, PING has built-in trajectory tuning 2.0. That's the name they've given to this new hosel that gives you up to 8 positions for you to adjust the lie and the loft. I'm gonna actually stick with the neutral settings, but in a future video, we will be testing out all of these settings to see how it affects performance. So probably a good time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss that video. All right, guys, first club up here is my current Rogue ST Max. We'll see how it does, and then we'll bring the PING G430 up and see how it performs up against it. We'll switch it back and forth between these two clubs quite a bit here just to make sure we're getting apples to apples swings. Okay, first one there, big looper. Hit that one, I would say a little off the toe, but look at that. Whoa. It doesn't get a whole lot better than right on the line, guys. Not super long though. My club head speed 93 miles per hour, carried 204, rolled out to 244. The spin there, yeah, the spin there kind of low to 1350. All right, we're gonna try to get the club speed up with this swing. That one was pretty good. As you can see, it rolled out to 251. Spin there, 1375, and I did get my club speed up a little bit there to 95 miles per hour. Third shot here with the Rogue. Ooh, nice and high. Push it just a little bit out there, but that one's gonna be pretty deep. I did set a pin out there at 275, and I think we're past it. So, ball speed 141, club speed 97. That one carried 252, and it rolled out to 285. That's big. Okay, fourth swing here. I think I'm just hitting my stride. Just gonna take a couple more, then we're gonna switch over to the PING. Pretty good strike there. I'd say that was fairly center contact. Will it make the green? Almost. Almost. All right, there we had club speed 96, ball speed 141, carried 224, total distance 260. I'm gonna take one more here. That one I'd say I hit just a little higher up on the club face. It was middle contact, but it was middle high. All right, club head speed 96, ball speed 136, our spin 1224, and carried 217, rolled down to 254. All right, guys, I'm making the switch here for the first time. This is actually my first swing here with the G430. Let's see what we do. All right, guys, so looking down at this club, I love the lines. It really draws your eye into the target spot here where you want to hit the ball. The driver feels just a little bit heavier in hand than my Rogue ST, and it looks like a little elongated head, just a little bit. Let's see what we do here. Wow, that launched nice and high. Just like that first Rogue we hit, almost hit the line. That actually rolled onto the green. I will say this, in terms of sound, definitely an improvement on the G425. A little bit more thuddy, a little bit more solid feeling, and that's what the G425 was missing. If we look at the stats there, my club head speed was actually down a little bit, 95 miles per hour, ball speed 140. The spin was up at 1974. I'd like to see that. I'd love to be around 1900, 2000 personally. The carry was 241, total distance 273. Looking forward to seeing what the peak height was on that one as well. All right, swing two. Swing two coming. Ooh, another good strike. Boy, they do seem to be launching nice and high. I think I'm making the right move here at 10.5 degrees. There, our club speed was 94, ball speed 139. We carried 235, rolling out to 267. Again, the spin number there up at 2,024 RPM. I like what I see there. That one, guys, that one was off the toe a little bit. You can see it's got a lot of right to left turn, although look at that. That's still middle of the fairway, right down the middle. Probably challenging for the club straight drive contest there. We did lose a little bit of distance off the toe, which you're going to. Carried 223 out to 253. I would take that drive any day of the week since it landed about here. In fact, I want to show you that strike. That one hit about here, right in here towards the toe. Again, great result. That's super forgiving. Now what I'm going to try to do here is get my club head speed up like we do with the Rogue Max. I think that got up to about 97. Let's see if we can increase it here, hit in the middle, and see how far we can get this thing to fly. All right, another great result there. I don't think my swing speed got up as high as I wanted. Yeah, it was still only 95 there, but again, look at that. Spin is nice, 2149. Total distance, 259. Ball speed 141, very, very good. Let's even get that swing speed up just another mile or two per hour more. I did, although I pushed it just a tad. I think that's what I did with the other one. All right, guys, so let's analyze the stats here. These are pretty close in terms of club head speed, 95.3 on average with the PING G430, just a tad bit higher, 95.6 on average with the Rogue ST. Let's go over to the ball data here. So look at that. Ball speed was actually leaving the club faster, a full mile per hour faster, 139.9 to 138.9 with the Rogue ST Max. So even though the club head speed was a little lower, ball speed higher. In terms of launch angle, right about the same there, 13.4 degrees, 13.2 degrees. That's what I would expect, seeing as they're both at 10.5 right now. In terms of total spin though, that's a big difference there, guys. That's like 600 RPM difference. 1479 with the Rogue ST Max and 2179 there with the PING G430. I like what I see there. In terms of side spin, again, you can see the side spin was actually a little less there. That's a little bit more of that forgiveness. The Rogue ST Max is a super forgiving club, but this one looks to be even more forgiving, guys. In terms of offline, the PING just slightly more offline at 11.2 yards versus 10.6 yards. Look at that peak height though, guys. The peak height, 24 yards up there in the air versus 19. So the PING G430 definitely looked like it by eye, and confirmed here with the simulator numbers. Certainly traveling a little higher in the air, spinning up a little bit more too, which means it's carrying considerably more. So on average there with the Rogue ST Max, 222 yards of carry. I'm getting 12 more yards of carry there, guys, with the PING G430. Again, slower club head speed, just by about a half a mile per hour on average. If we look at the total, 259 for the Rogue ST Max and 264 with this new PING G430. If we look at distance to the pin, the PING G430 actually closer on average, 21 yards versus 26 yards. All right, guys, I gotta say, I'm really shocked at the findings here with the PING G430. We're getting a much better trajectory, peak height-wise. We're getting faster ball speeds on slower club head speeds. We're getting more spin, which is nice, and that's translating into more carry and a little bit more consistency in terms of dispersion. Let's take a look at that dispersion map too, by the way. If we look at this dispersion map, the ping there is in blue. You can see those were pretty tight. We had that one outlier here. Same thing with the Rogue. We had one outlier that actually traveled really far there. But on average, look at that. The ping is covering the Rogue ST Max considerably, and we even had one up on the green there. So yeah, guys, you may be seeing the shock in my face. I'm pleasantly surprised with what I'm seeing here with the PING G430, and on top of it, it definitely has a much better and improved sound than that 425. Guys, obviously a few swings in the simulator never tells the full story, so we're gonna have to take this out on course. Once again, hit subscribe if you wanna see the upcoming videos here on the G430 Max, but I gotta say, I'm really pumped about what I'm seeing here to begin with, and I can't wait to see more. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy this one as well. And guys, if you're considering a new driver in 2023, comment down below whether it's the PING or something else. Let's continue the conversation. I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play Thru.